Alright, today we're making popcorn grain spawn for growing mushroom mycelium. I'm putting 45 ounces of popcorn kernels into a pot, and then I'm adding distilled water until it's a couple inches above the kernels. We're going to bring this up to a boil, stir this up. And we'll give this another stir and reduce the heat, bring it down to a simmer. And we're going to simmer this for about an hour to an hour and a half with occasional stirring. And to check to see if the popcorn kernels are hydrated, we're going to cut them in half and check the inside of it. If there's a dry white core, then the popcorn needs to continue to simmer. We want it to appear translucent like this. If the kernels start to split, then the popcorn is simmered for too long and it'll be at a higher risk for contamination later. We're going to strain the popcorn kernels and let them air dry for about an hour or so. Next, we're going to pour the popcorn onto a clean towel to continue to dry the external surface. This could take an hour or so, but you could speed it up if you toss the popcorn kernels around in the towel. Now we're going to fill up some quart jars. We're going to fill them up about 2/3 full. And once the jars are filled with hydrated popcorn, we're going to screw on the lids upside down. And we'll add some aluminum foil to prevent any more moisture from getting in the jars. And then we're going to unscrew the lids about a quarter turn to prevent them from building up pressure in the pressure cooker. Alright, we're going to leave the jars in a pressure cooker for an hour at 15 psi, and then we'll let them cool to room temperature for about 8 hours or so. 8 hours later, I'm spraying my gloves with 70% isopropyl alcohol and putting the sterilized grain in a clean glove box we built in another video. And I'll leave a link for that in the description. I also have a jar of popcorn that has been fully colonized by reishi mycelium. And we'll be using this colonized jar to inoculate the sterilized grain jars. I'm spraying Lysol into the glove box to knock down the airborne contaminants so that we can work in the cleanest environment possible. And I'm wiping down the gloves that are in the glove box with an alcohol-soaked paper towel. Alright, now we're going to loosen the lids on the jars so they can be easily lifted off, and that'll improve our workflow. Now I'm sprinkling in some mycelium colonized grain spawn into the sterilized popcorn grains as carefully as I can, and then I'm quickly returning the lids to the jars. This will minimize the risk of contamination. If the jars become contaminated, they can't be used. About 4 or 5 days later, the jars are colonized with reishi mycelium, and there doesn't seem to be any signs of contamination. About 2 weeks after inoculation, the jars are fully colonized and ready for use. If you enjoy the content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, or follow the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.